Hey guys, welcome to a Minecraft series. I am so excited to be starting the survival series. So before we begin, I have started it fully survival, there's no commands, so we're pretty much starting from scratch. So here's me just loading in and getting everything ready for you guys. I am going to be uploading at least one video a week, but I'm going to aim for 2, so it's probably going to be the beginning of the week and the end of the week, depending on what days I get done. To pre-warn you all, I do have FND. It's a neurological condition. It causes me seizures and tics. If you hear me ticking in these videos, I'm so sorry. I know it can be kind of off-putting, but it also might hinder my schedule, but I will let you know through the community posts. But let's get into this. Okay, first things first, we spawned in a forest. So I think the wisest thing is to collect some wood. Let's make a crafting table. And of course, our first wooden tools. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to collect some more wood so that we can get some sticks going for when we eventually make stone tools. Also, I don't need all this leaf litter. There we go. That should do. I do see a patch of stone over here on the map. I forgot to say I do have some mods in here, but these are all my mods. There's nothing that's gonna be like entirely removing the vanilla experience from Minecraft. These are also my resource packs, just in case you guys want to know. And I'm also using the complementary Unbound shaders because I like the way it makes the water look mostly. Okay, we've got a stack. I definitely think that's enough. Oh, this is gonna be good. Got Stony Shore, which sometimes means we can get some ore. But first things first, let's get stone. Okay, making a furnace first. New axe. A new pickaxe. Might also be good to grab a couple and make a sword actually. There we go. Just in case. Okay, let's grab some coal. So that will be good for when we eventually get food and ore. The heck was that noise? Oh, there's wolves nearby. Oh, of course, it's the new Rusty Wolves. We're in a sparse jungle. I might be more excited about these things because I've not actually played 1.20, 1.11 before. I have only played 1.20.1 recently, so I'm like a while behind because I used to play with Better Minecraft, the mod pack, so entirely different experience. But I'm gonna keep collecting these bits of coal and copper because I actually want to use copper. I love that block so much. It's not in 1.20, but the look of it is just amazing when it turns to like the oxidized version. So I'm gonna do this for a little while and then update you. Also, I realize this is a weird set of priorities right now, but it's fine. I was mostly hoping that we find some iron actually, but I don't know if they spawn on Stony Shores, but we can see if I eventually find any iron or not. I almost jumped into this hole. Luckily there's water, but you still don't want to jump in that. Okay, it's turning night as I am mining this coal out, so I think I may block myself down here for the night, which is like 7 minutes. And just stay in here. I can see out, so that's fine. The only thing that can get in here, I think, is spiders. So I should be safe, and I will come back to you guys once it's morning time, because as you can see, there are already mobs out, and I probably wouldn't make it very far. But first thing we need to do in the morning is get food, because as you can see, got a lot of copper, a lot of flowers and stuff, but no food. Do you see the sun also? It's starting to creep out, like, only just. I think I'm gonna venture out of this little cave. I don't think anything's up here right now.
What was that? Okay, James.
Let me just get this copper I missed. Oh wait, I missed a bunch.
And
I missed iron. It's like a block, but iron. It's better than none. Our first piece. Okay, I need to get those sheep. Where's that spider? Oh, there you are. You're not biting. Go away. That's 2. We need food so badly. Hold on. I have time to cook it, because then at least it will make it satiate, saturate, whatever the word is. Okay, now we've eaten. I think we're gonna head out. I might go past the jungle. Hi, friend. Ah, wait. I didn't realize he could reach me. There's a skeleton too. There he is. There he is. Just arrows. Dang it. I just got hit for no reason then. Maybe we could find some melon or sheep. Ooh, is that another sheep? Yes. I think we can make a bed. Yeah, we can make a bed. I will re-dye it though because I'm not a fan of the brown. Ooh, melon. I will eventually save some to make into seeds as well. Let's try and make it to the top of this mountain. Is the sun setting again? It is as well. Well, at least we found a bed before the sun did fully set. Okay, we've reached stone. We've reached more iron and coal, which you know I'm gonna collect because if not we'll have a coal shortage come like episode 3. But this vein, still not night, it feels so dark. There we go, we got the sweet dreams in advancement. I'm gonna set up like a little area here and I'm gonna make a couple more pickaxes and start mining the coal and iron out of here. So I'm gonna head into replay mode and go do that. Welcome back to my voiceover. We are mining out a bunch of iron, some coal but not all of it on this mountainside, and trust me, there is a lot. Also, I'm new to replay mod, so if some of the clips look iffy, that is why. Like in a minute it'll speed up, so if anyone has any tips, then please, I welcome them. The amount of coal and iron deposits along here is absolutely insane. I mean, I don't think I've ever got iron this quickly in my life, and I've been playing this game since 2012. Because fun fact, my dad introduced me to Minecraft. I was about 9, 10. I'm now 23. And I'm still playing this game, but that's how I got into Minecraft and building as well. I know I've missed iron up there, so if you see it on the replay, by the way, that's why. She's back. Okay, we're back gathering a ton of iron, some coal, but I start to ignore it at the end, so please don't get on at me for ignoring coal. I already addressed that I didn't get every single ore off here anyway. But like the coal was probably the main one, just because I didn't have enough space to be carrying that much coal, to be honest. I was trying to focus on the iron and like the odd other thing that I found, because they're the more important materials and I wanted to gear up. Like as you can see when this pans down, I'm in full iron gear and I found an emerald. So we can always come back for coal. That was the main thing from this. And also the calcite on this mountain, we may have to come back for. I love a good calcite block. And I know every builder says that and it's like a whole thing. But I love it for walls and things like that, and to add texturing and detailing, especially with like the new pale look. So we're gonna have to probably come back to this at some point. But that is nearly me done mining, which is so fun to have it wrapped up in 2 minutes, when in reality it took me like 45 minutes to an hour, so that's cool. I've literally just stopped the recording and was like, oh wait, I've finished. And then I saw these. But that's the mountain pretty much cleared. If I've missed anything, then I've missed it. I don't know what to tell you guys. Because like I've done this whole thing. We've got 20 smelted iron and then nearly 2 stacks of raw iron. We got 9 emeralds from that too. And then I encountered a couple of skeletons who I managed to kill. But I think I'm gonna head this way. So yeah, I'm gonna traverse through here. We're running low on food as well, so it might be a good idea to start looking to find somewhere to live. Okay, there's a cherry grove. Snow, a village. Is it plain? It is. It's like a big plains with snowy cherry things. Let's see what's going on in the village. Do we have room though for stuff? We do if I throw things out that I don't need. I have bread, emeralds, potatoes are good for planting. I don't think these little houses have anything. Oh, they have hay bales. Emerald again. I'll get these hay bales and then craft them into wheat, because then we can make bread, which is going to be good, because then it's just 1 item of storage at least. Oh, might be more useful for us to just pop some extra items in there like that. Sure, that will do. That bundle was very useful actually. These are all very useful. I think that's everything in terms of the buildings. Have they got farms? They do have a farm, it's just right down at the bottom. Ooh, yes, carrot. seeds, beetroot seeds. We have at least one beetroot seed, which is good because now we've got all the crops. Let me just put them away and then I'm not accidentally eating them. Wow, look at this valley. I might be able to work with this. Just look at the view of this like river. It's so pretty. We're not actually that far from spawn either. I think I spawned like around here somewhere. What are you? You look pretty. Firefly bush. Yes, please. If it makes things look magical, I will have it. I really want some spruce trees. Okay, spot to put the house. Spot to put the house. That's what we need. Not just looking around saying pretty. Maybe we go further down the plains and see what that looks like as well. But the original spot that I saw with the cherry groves in the back, I genuinely think that area might be the best to build. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through what goes on in my head when I plan things. I'm gonna come from a viewpoint. So here's my current thinking of this area. This can be a windmill and then I want crop fields, so I'm gonna have to do some terraforming to make them a tiny bit flatter. If you guys have other suggestions, let me know. And then for my house, I just want it to be a little cottage, but I do want to build like a village of some sort. So I might start doing houses along here and cascade them down. Similar to this is a very, very rough draft. Please don't judge it. But I'm thinking doing my little cottage like down here on this little ridge, because then I can have houses up there. So what I'm going to do is take you to a creative version of this world, plot that out, and we can see what it looks like. We arrived. So I'm going to just block things out literally so that we can at least, I don't know, get an idea. It looks like a cake. Oh no. Oh well. For now, I'm gonna grab some of these and then get to work. Ignore the fact that it's all like, I don't know, weird looking because I've not manicured the sides and whatever else. But do you get the gist? Like, this is obviously gonna look better. Okay, obviously this isn't the finished product. There's gonna be different color palettes to this. So I'm gonna just quickly add in the color scheme and see how that works before we get into the game. But this is the shape, which fits quite well on this little mountain. It's not sticking out too much, which I quite like. This is the color palette I've gone with, and then obviously we can add some like leaves in places if we want to, which could look cute. I don't know, stuff like that. We can jazz it up and make it look very cute. Anyway, back to the survival world. I've just got back in my survival version, and obviously we have some work to do here. But first things first, I'm gonna pop some bits down just so that it says that this is our house. I'm gonna light this area up a tiny bit just so that obviously when it's nightfall, we're not gonna get killed as quickly. I think a double chest will do. I'm just gonna do this because we need to gather materials. I have a list here. I need copper blocks, which we've kind of sorted through our extensive copper mining. Spruce wood, dark oak, pale oak, glass, stone brick, some leaves, a campfire, and some flowers. So we have our bed, we have some food, we have some stone tools. I'm also going to set a permanent waypoint before I forget. And also, I think it could be smart actually to make a boat. Hopefully it shouldn't take us too long. We made it to our waypoint, which I can actually delete now. And we're going to gather a couple of trees. Not too many, but ooh yeah, we need saplings as well. That should be good for spruce. We need to get some dark oak now, but I'm hoping there's some stone nearby because I probably should make a new axe. There's not. What I might do is just dig down for some stone, making a couple just because I know that the durability on the axes won't last. Because these trees, just watch the durability of my axe. Yep, That is the Fallen Trees mod. It takes the whole tree down, but it takes the durability off your axe, so that's what I was demonstrating. That is the reason why. Now, did I get any saplings? I got 4, which is pretty good. Is this an oak tree? It is. It's fine, because we're going to strip it of its leaves anyway. 45 leaves, that's pretty good. I am going to take this mossy cobble, because I kind of want to do some pathways with it in. This goes quite deep, hold on. There we go. And I'm gonna go drop these materials off at home just so we've got some space for the rest. Obviously we need to go find a pale garden as well. So it's probably best that we do put our items down just in case we get there at nightfall and we accidentally spawn some friends. I did in fact put my things down and then went on search for a pale garden. Guys, we found it. Let's take down a couple of these trees. Definitely get the saplings. I think we'll do this tree and then leave it at that. I think that should be enough. What is on the shot? Oh, okay. I guess we will find out. Iron nuggets, amazing. Bloodstones? I'm not entirely sure what they do actually. This is handy for future. But what is that? Ah, it's an on the shore shipwreck. Oh. Are there like levels to this thing? Okay, well I found the bottom. Oh, there's a chest back there. Smithing template. Moss? I didn't even clock the moss blocks there. Oh, Hopper Nautilus armor. Buried treasure map. Where's the buried... Oh, answered my own question. This diamond can definitely come with me. That's important. Heart of the Sea. She's back. It's actually been like 4 hours. It's 8 p.m. I didn't mean to be that long. We are going to start working on this little area. And that's the porch area started. So we've officially got a foundation for the house down. Okay, so here we are getting started on the build. I wanted to add some depth in here, so I left like the front porch area sort of further forward than usual. And I've left the walls like next to one another rather than giving them depth with the logs included because I'm going to add glass panes later. So I felt like that was enough depth for it to be fine. I may come back and texture this later though. I'm not sure how I feel about just the stripped pale oak, but we can talk about that later. I just wanted everything to be kind of symmetrical. So then I also did a back porch at one point, which you can see me building here. And I do run off and grab stone in a minute because I needed some for the chimney and completely forgot until it was last minute. But yeah, I've just kept the house very symmetrical, like it's just a small little cottage with nothing like extravagant. I don't think I need it so much for a base when I will only really be using it for grabbing my food and sleeping in. All of that's to come next episode as to why, so you'll have to wait and see. Do you guys see what I see? Why do they show up every time I'm in the middle of building? Why do you keep coming over and being so annoying? Anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming, I suppose. Here I am just getting the base of the roof down. You'll probably see me tear this down about 1 million times. I was really struggling with the roof for some odd reason. The shape of it, especially like the front sections, just didn't feel right for a long time. Because it didn't look like the creative version that I'd already done. So I was getting kind of annoyed at them. But we ended up settling with some form of them anyway once I'd finished it. But yeah, you can see me just go back and forth and tear everything down 1,000,001 times in this video. Because I really didn't like it. And it made no sense to me because I thought it was too tall. But then also not tall enough. So it was an odd thing to do, but like I say, in the end we do eventually manage it. And also you may see me greet some of my guests in this video that are stood near my window, so just ignore that. I was saying hello and collecting leads from them that they so kindly gave me. But yes, we are nearing the end of the house though, so we're not doing too bad, I wouldn't say. Okay, so I finally settled on this roof that I am currently making in this like clip. I know it's literally like the same roof, but for some odd reason I was having a crash out this day about this roof and redid it about 3 times. For some odd reason, even though that was completely unnecessary. But, like I say, I finished the roof, everything's fine. I've settled for it. It's not entirely like the creative version, but we can deal with it. And then I used so many spruce stairs. I honestly have no idea. I think I used maybe like 2 or 3 stacks. It was crazy, but we finally finished it, which is really good, and I'm very pleased with the fact that I managed to finish it. I also managed to get the inside done, which is really pleasing to me. As you can see, I'm moving around like a mad woman, but I've done like beams on the roof. I then ended up doing like a whole flooring, and then moved on to building like the actual walls for the bedroom, but I've had to move my stuff around 1,001 times, and then did a tiny little kitchenette. But I'm gonna stop rambling at you for the rest of this build and let you have like a minute of peace with music, so enjoy. It's now 11 p.m. I start this at 8. This is my little house. I need to just fill the flower pots in and probably create some pathways. But this is my house. We have somewhere to live now that's not just the floor. But like, we've got a tiny kitchenette and then we've got a little bedroom. But I actually think that's where we're gonna leave off today's episode. We have some plans for the future. I'm not sure if they're fully stuck, especially that mountain idea. I don't know. But we managed to build our little cottage today. It's our little starter home. And we got a lot of iron, emerald as well. We got our first diamond in episode 1, which is crazy. And we've not even entered a cave once, which is even crazier. But next episode, I have planned to go caving. We need to gather resources. But we're also going to be starting a storage room. I am going to go because I feel like I've talked your ears off enough in today's episode. I will see you in the next video.